Going on, Fansplash fans? It's Jesse Swift once again, and I'm coming at you with a review for Jordan Peele's latest film. His let's see, what is this? This is sophomore film. After Get Out, which received a lot of critical notice and attention. I saw Get Out after most did, after the hype started dying down, and I thought it was at best fine. I thought it was extremely overrated, and that is not a popular opinion, so I keep it to myself most of the time. But I appreciate, for both films, the ambition to try to do something different in a genre that has proven to be very, very stale more often than not. So I want to give him that before I get into the film. So what did I think about Us? Highlights. I want to say that the acting between some of the Black Panther cast, you got Lupita Nyong'o and Winston Duke, both do a phenomenal job, both in their regular roles and as their doppelganger, their counterparts. And I don't want to, throughout this, I'm going to keep the spoiler free. I don't want to spoil anything about the movie. I just vaguely want to talk about some of the things that worked. I think the cinematography and what they do in the film to try to unnerve you, to make you uncomfortable, I think really worked for me, and I think for most of the audience. There was actually part of the movie where I felt the stiffness in my neck because I was kind of doing this. It wasn't because I was scared. I was just like uncomfortable in my skin, you know? So that was done well. It's a little slow to start, but once it starts, it's pretty constant pace all the way through. There are some good surprises in it, but I think me, and I saw it with Tyler, kind of agreed that they went for a twist in the movie, and this feels kind of like something that Shyamalan would have done. And to me, what Jordan Peele is doing to his movies is very akin to some of Shyamalan's earlier stuff. Not all of his best things, but something like The Village, which has its fans. I'm personally not one of them. But I just want to say, like, Shyamalan did a really good job in, he puts twists in everything, but sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. The Visit, I thought, was a phenomenal twist, and they had a twist in Get Out as well. So that's just why I'm making this comparison, forgive me. And the twist didn't work for me at all, and I've spent most of my drive home thinking about how it impacts the rest of the film. And you take a movie like Sixth Sense, and when the twist is revealed and you think back on the film, you go, oh, that's why. Okay, now I had a prediction for something that might be a twist of the movie pretty early on in the film. I was like, I wonder. I'm kind of reading into that. And then as the movie went on, I'm like, no, I have to be wrong, because then this doesn't make sense, and this doesn't make sense, and this doesn't make sense. So there's either not going to be a twist or it's going to be something else. Into the movie comes, I was right. And it kind of makes the whole movie concave in on itself and completely fall apart. Plus, the way that they end the film leaves you with kind of this okay feeling. It's not kind of any resolution, really. It's not satisfactory, but at the same time, there's no point in really having a sequel, so it's just left as is. And there was just one group behind us to the right clapping at the end of the movie. I'm like, what are you clapping about? The movie was, like I said, it was ambitious. He tried for something, but you know, there's a difference between trying and accomplishing. You know, you can try to study for a test and get a D on it. I'm not saying this is a D. The movie's serviceable. It has good moments. It's not one of my favorite horror movies. It's not something I really care if I see again. If somebody asks me to watch it with them, I'll consider it, just because I'm curious to see their reaction to things. But do I recommend seeing this? Yes, I do. I know it sounds surprising. I do recommend seeing this movie because I think that there's going to be a lot of different opinions. And a lot of times when a movie gets this much attention, I always recommend my friends and anyone watching these videos to go see these movies, because I'm curious to see if their opinion might reflect my own, or maybe they can open my eyes to something that I didn't see, or maybe I'm being overcritical. So with that, if you guys have seen the movie, leave the comments down below what you thought of it. No spoilers, please. I'm going to give the movie probably a 6 out of 10. It was or 6.5, kind of in between there. It's hard to say. There's things that I enjoyed. There was humor in the right moments, didn't feel forced. I laughed, I winced, I was tense. Chunks of this movie work, but ultimately it falls victim to what most horror films do, which is an ending that just completely unravels it, a la, Hereditary or something like that. Anyways, guys, that is it for me today on I almost said Get Out, on Us. It's what my thoughts on Us. So I will talk to you guys on the next review, and until then, may the film be with you. I rambled on way too long. Good night. Goodbye.